Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir, bienvenue sur la RCC, Radio Connexion Chrétienne, dans émission nous qui vient pour titre Yon Titan avec Brother Jay, Yon Titan avec Brother Jay. C'est une émission côté non porté pour vous de tout et de rien, c'est ça, et nous très contents que vous avec nous à soir encore. Et nous disons bon Dieu merci parce que nous sommes capables là ensemble. Côté à soir, nous pour aller et alors on a profité de dire merci à tout le monde qui était sorti hier, qui t'a voté et candidat pour juge qui nous était et endossé qui c'est Tamar Hamilton. Eh bien et li pralé dans deuxième tour. Et n'a dit merci à tout le monde qui a même voté pour Tamar Hamilton. Eh bien, restez sur Radio là, au fond bon choix. Nous prenons aller jouer en sélection pour et puis n'a pas tourner tout de suite. Restez là. There we go.
Il monte dans le ciel, la préparer une place pour nous. Pour ça qui croit, la vie cherchez nous bientôt. Tout ça le monde, la charité, l'amour, la sincérité. Je n'adorerai pas devant ma face. Je n'adorerai pas notre Dieu devant ma face.
Special shout out to my co-worker, A Game. Good evening, my brother. How are you? Thank you for coming on.
Yo t'es même craché dans figure. Yo t'es cloué sous la croix. C'est pour t'être capable de sauver nous.
Time with Brother Jay. A time well spent.
Et la vie, vous même qui fait les confiance. La retourner pour venir chercher. Dans le ciel là, préparez-nous.
Good afternoon, South Florida. Good evening, world. How was your day? Mine was very hectic. Nevertheless, I'm here with you live. Thank you, my friend. Enjoy it. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. That's one of the commandments of God. Bonsoir, amis New York. Et pas oublier, à partir de 9h, nous allons gagner Abner Clevo dans Radio Communautaire.
Non, 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 non.
Look, I'm going to see if I think I should have Brother Jay's song. Yeah, I'm going to look for Brother Jay. If I find it, I will definitely play one for you, my brother.
Il est allé dans la demeure de son père pour nous préparer une place. Préparons-nous, réjouissons-nous, nous allons vivre pour toujours. C'est le seul chemin.
If not,
venez, mes frères.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Le royaume de Dieu est proche.
Wait a minute.
Courir, 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 venir. Ça t'éconne la Bible, observez les paroles divines. Ciel là, tout ça te préparer. Aime ton prochain comme toi-même, c'est l'un des commandements de Dieu. Ciel là, nouvelle, tout ça te préparer. Tu n'adoreras pas.
Okay, that was wonderful. That was great. Yes. So, our verse for tonight is coming from John chapter 16, verse 33. Our verse for tonight is coming from John chapter 16, verse 33. And it reads, "In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." The word of Jesus. "In this world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." In Creole, it reads, "Mwen pale kon sa pou nou kapab gen kè pose nan mwen. Nou gen pou nou soufri en pile sous la terre, mais pren courage, le monde déjà perdu devant moi." Nous avons pour nous souffrir en pile sous la terre. Mais prends courage, le monde déjà perdu devant moi. Parole du Seigneur. Eh bien, today in history, which is today is the 24th of August, of course. 1991, on the 24th of August, Ukraine, who is at war right now with Russia, gains its independence. The Eastern European country gained independence from the Soviet Union after a failed coup to remove Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev. The country's parliament, the Verkhovna Rada, did I pronounce that right? Passed the Act of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine and put the decision out to the public as a referendum. August 24th, or August 24, is celebrated each year as Independence Day of Ukraine. So today, Ukraine celebrated their independence. And I'm asking you guys to pray for Ukraine. Today, they did celebrate their independence. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. There's a war going on right now, but yet, despite of the war that is going on, that did not stop them from celebrating their independence. You are listening to RCC, A Little Time with Brother Jay. Stay tuned. Another song. We'll be right back with you.
Bon Dieu, pas qu'à me belle voix ça. On va vous chanter pour lui.
Jésus descend sur la terre avec la message papalion. Si on nous pas là ou pas
moi-même d'abord. On va prêter voix ça même.
Il cherche tout petit bon Dieu. Si on nous pas
Avant de monter dans le ciel, aller joindre papa. L'idée qui te dit si bio pour prêcher la vérité. Ça qui pas quoi dans l'évangile déjà condamné. Ça qui obéit la loi va aller vite dans le ciel là avec.
Jésus descend sur la terre avec la message papal. Si on ne pas là ou pas de moi avec. Jésus descend sur la terre. Si on ne pas là ou pas faire voyage.
L'évangile prêché gratis ou pas accepté. Faut nous qu'à comprendre jour dernier, nous pas prendre d'assaut. Les avions Jésus apparaissent, ça pas de bizarre. Faut nous qu'à comprendre la guerre, pas pour y aller avec. Oh,
avec la message papal. Si on ne pas là ou pas
ou pas pour avec.
cherche tout petit.
Non, 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 non. Ou pas faire voyage avec. Il lui demande, ça que aille pour Jésus-Christ. Ouh, Matthieu 5 accès, dis-nous, allez tout bateau. Al porter l'évangile bateau, monde qui sous la terre. Ça qui croit qui baptise, c'est yo qu'a sauvé. Ça qui refuse l'évangile, déjà condamné. Descend sous la terre. Si on monte pas là, sous la terre, si nous toutes pas là, je dis à voir, c'est là pour mon Dieu là. Ça que aille Jésus-Christ.
Avec la message papal, si on ne pas là, ou pas de moi avec. Jésus descend sur la terre, et cherche tout petit bon Dieu. Si on ne pas là, ou pas faire voyage avec.
L'évangile prêché gratis, faut que nous accepter. Faut que nous pas comprendre jour dernier, nous qu'apprendre d'assaut. Les avions Jésus a pralé, ça pas de bizarre. Faut que nous pas comprendre la guerre, car vous y allez avec.
Avec la message papal,
Mais son papa,
ou pas de moi avec. Jésus descend sur la terre, et cherche tout petit bon Dieu.
petit bon Dieu,
Ou pas faire voyage avec.
on est qui nous dit ça? Joue Jésus descend, joue papa me descend, joue frère moi descend. Non, 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 non.
Cherche tout petit bon Dieu. Jésus descend sur la terre, avec la message papal. Si on ne pas là,
Non, non, pas faire la veille.
Jésus descend sur la terre, il cherche tout petit bon Dieu. Si on ne pas là,
Non, non, pas faire voyage.
Ah oui, yon titan avec Brother Jay. Madame CJ is here. Good evening, Madame CJ.
Good evening, Brother Jay, and good evening to everyone that's listening and giving the thumbs up and loving this time. So I hope you guys had a wonderful, awesome, fabulous day.
How was your day?
Well, my day was a little bit busy. You know, it was just like, you know, you always have that one client when you think it's going to be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then you end up an hour and a half, 2 hours with one client.
Okay.
So every once in a while, you know.
Okay, so that's the meaning of a little busy.
A little busy.
A little
A little busy.
because I wanted to know what is the difference between busy and a little busy.
And a little busy.
So a little busy is when a client
is one client.
is one client.
Because you always get that one.
That one, right? Isn't that everywhere you go? There's always that one.
That one.
You know?
You know, at the end, what's important is that you were able to help them and you got them what they needed. That's it.
Okay, see, and let's say you want to reverse that. You got them what they needed, and you get to get what?
And I get to have, you know, what are you thinking?
A deal, right?
A deal.
Oh,
a client.
A client,
Yes,
right? A client.
yes.
All right.
See, there's a difference. There's a prospect
Mm-hmm.
and there are clients.
Okay.
So when I walked in the door, they were a prospect.
Prospect. Okay.
But when I left
Mm-hmm.
the door,
They become.
a client.
Wow. All right. Well,
Yes.
thank you for explaining that,
Yes.
Madam CJ. Well, what we did today, basically, we played some songs and we kind of like talk about what happened yesterday. I didn't go into
Yes.
detail yet, but then again, we had the verse of the day. The verse of the day, Madam CJ, is and Jesus said, "In the world, you will have tribulations,
Mm,
but take heart,
yes.
I have overcome the world." Li di, nou gen pou nou soufri en pile nan moun sa.
Mhm.
Men li di, pren courage. Oh, you want some water? Okay. Let me drink. Oh, go ahead. You first. Ladies first. Always. Guys, remember, ladies first. All right. Ladies first. So let me drink a little bit again, please. Listen, guys, just drinking some water. That's all. It's okay, right? You ever get thirsty? You ever start talking and you get thirsty and you just want to drink some water? You're like, man, should I drink the water now? Should I drink it now or later? So we just drink some water, right, Madam CJ?
That's right.
Very good.
Mhm.
And then we went into today in history, where Ukraine
Mm,
in 1991
mm.
gained their independence. So today they are celebrating their independence.
Wow.
Even though they are at war with Russia, they're still celebrating.
That's powerful and that's deep because despite the adversity,
That did not stop them
yes,
from celebrating their Independence Day.
right.
And the word of the day, which I haven't
You haven't shared?
I haven't shared yet.
Okay.
The word of the day is celebrate.
All right. That's a wonderful word.
Right?
It's a great word because you celebrate despite of.
Despite of, exactly. You see, they are
Wow.
celebrating, and look, you just put something in my mind. It is so true. Despite of what they're going through, they remember their Independence Day.
Yes.
Their Independence Day. No matter what is going on, they still,
Despite the
of the
trouble.
war,
Despite whatever they're losing right now,
Mhm.
despite the pain, despite everything that goes along when there is a war, they're celebrating because you know what? Celebrating your independence only comes once in a lifetime.
Yes.
So that day, they
Mhm.
have to commemorate it. They have to remember it because
Mhm.
there'll never be another day as that because it came with so much sacrifice.
Mhm.
So they have to celebrate it despite the ongoing war.
And you know what? Celebrate is a very positive word.
Mhm.
And what does it mean? A positive word is a happy occasion in recognition of an accomplishment. Just like you just said.
Yeah.
They won their independence
Mhm.
back in 1991.
Mhm.
Today is August 24th, 2022. Again, despite of what is going on, they come together to celebrate that accomplishment,
Yes.
which is gaining their
Independence.
independence.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yep.
yes, Madam CJ. So I need you to. I know you were there and you experienced something that was unique, that was very
Yes,
special.
Yes.
is when we went there and we were watching the numbers that were coming in from the polls.
Yes.
And Tamar Hamilton, which we have supported
Mm-hmm.
all through the campaign,
Mm-hmm.
going to run again in November.
Yes.
In other words, she's going to the second round.
Yes.
There were 3 candidates. I believe she came second.
Yes. Yes.
I believe she came second,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to run now against one candidate.
Yes. Yes.
So, how was your experience last night, Madam C?
Yes. You know, I have to thank you because for those of you who don't know, is that you had already went to the location where they were, you know, where all of her supporters, family, and friends came to gather together
Mm-hmm.
to watch the numbers as they come in.
Mm-hmm.
And when you called me, I was actually thinking about it. I was like, man, I would love to go there. And then when you called me, you were already there. And you called me and said, babe, I'm coming to pick you up because I want you to experience this.
Yes.
And I was so excited because we watch that all the time on television. And to really experience it was really a great experience, really.
Yes,
because
yes.
when I walked in, everyone was there. When I got there, Tamar was actually praying. She
Mm-hmm.
was in prayer. She was praying, and the result of her prayer was answered, I believe, because
Yes.
for someone to be running for the first time,
For the very first
the first time, the
Yes.
numbers that she put up, each and every one that voted for her, you should be proud. Because she
Yes.
put in those numbers for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked in there, everyone was in great spirits. Even
Yes.
when we were waiting, I believe, for the last 3 polls,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the last 3 polls to send in their numbers, everyone was just so positive, so
Mm-hmm.
loving, and so encouraging. And that gave Tamar,
Yes.
that
yes,
gave Tamar
yes.
even much more a positive vibe.
Yes.
Even though
yes.
she wanted to win, of course, because
the
anytime
first
you
time,
went to
yeah.
a race, your goal
Mhm.
is to win.
Yes.
But despite her not winning, she put in these great numbers.
Mhm.
And then now, because of those numbers, she's able to go into the runoff in November.
In November.
And we're going to be there.
Yes,
we're going to
of
be
course, of course.
supporting her. We're going to be pushing even more. And I want to encourage each and everyone that is watching right now to vote for her, to
Mhm.
continue working to get her. They're going to have new flyers.
Yes.
Because it's
yes.
something, it's a new round. And so Tamar, she really put in a really great effort. And I met her for the first time. She's such a loving, genuine person. And you know what? And her being included in the judicial system is a great addition,
Mhm.
because we need someone like her. We need someone like her that has the expertise, that has not only
the knowledge.
she
Mhm.
has the
She's
knowledge.
an attorney.
She
Mhm.
is currently a teacher, a
Mhm.
professor. So she's constantly reading and reviewing and learning about the law. And so with someone like that on in the judicial system, I'm proud
Yes.
to be supporting her and all of her endeavors. So I encourage you guys to do that. But last night, watching those numbers and waiting and clicking here and there in the different cities, they're clicking here and there, the different numbers coming in, it was a great experience. And one of the reasons why I even worked at the poll many years ago, because I wanted to understand the system, the voting system.
Right.
And that's why I applied many years ago, and I got the position, and I woke up very, very early that morning to go
I remember
at
that.
the library.
I remember
And
that.
it was such a great experience. And there's a lot of things that I did, that I've done, is
Mhm.
because I really wanted to understand the process. And that's why I became a poll worker.
Great. I had the opportunity to ask her a few questions questions.
Yes.
So unfortunately we cannot see the video, but we're going to hear.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to it.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're going to
gonna
listen
hear
to it. There
Yes.
we go. There we go. Let me see. There we go.
I am doing amazing. I just want to say what an awesome evening it has been. I'm here. You can hear the talking in the background with my volunteers. They have left the polling sites and they were here with me as the primary election results came in. Broward County, I want to say thank you. Thank you for getting me to this victorious point over the primary hurdle. Now we've got one more hurdle, and I am still on that track, and I need you to get over the November general election hurdle. You will be seeing more of me. You'll be hearing more from me, and I need your support. Thank you for your support in making this a successful journey through this primary election. Thank you from tomorrow.
Now let me let them know that my name is Brother Jay from RCC
Yes.
Radio Christian Connection. And they
Yes.
were so excited to come to go and vote it for you. What would you like to say to the Haitian community who took their time to go, not just today, they voted for you,
Yes.
but since the beginning, early voting, they voted for you. What would you like to say to them for November?
Thank you. And I need you to interpret this because I want them to hear it. My family, Broward County, the Haitian American community, I am your community lawyer, Tamar Hamilton.
Zami myo, fami myo, tout haïtien k'ap vive nan Broward County. Mwen vle fè nou konnen ke se mwen mèm ki avoka nou nan kominote ya, non pa mse Tamara Hamilton.
Your support has taken me over that hurdle and has kept me in the race.
Gade se support ki fè m rive kote m rive ya, ki fè m gadi e mwen ap kouri ankor en novembre si Dieu veut.
And now, like never before, let us continue to unite to a victorious end.
Gade bam tou di nou, si gon moment pou nou e uni nou, pou nou kapap pote victoire en novembre, c'est jodi a même.
Thank you. Thank you.
Merci et merci. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brother Jay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Madame CJ,
Yeah, that
ça
was-
c'était Tamar.
Yeah,
huh?
that was Tamar. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. And I want to just reiterate what she says basically. If you need a lawyer right now, she is your lawyer.
That's right.
She service all communities. And I actually went on her website and read her and read the comments that people have said about her services.
Mhm.
She's honest. She's straightforward, and she's going to give you the truth.
Yes.
And their prices are very reasonable.
Very
So-
reasonable. Madame CJ, I also had the opportunity to speak to her campaign
Manager, yes.
So let's listen to him.
Yes.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here with Mr. Terry Scott. I believe you are the campaign manager of Tamar Hamilton, right?
Yes, I am.
Campaign. Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm awesome.
Great. Now, tell us a little bit about what happened here tonight.
Hey, victory.
Victory.
We have ran an awesome race here in Broward County for Circuit Court Group 51 for Tamar Hamilton. I am the consultant for that race, and what an awesome job Miss Tamar had did in this election cycle. Her first time ever running for political office. And what an awesome job she did running for judge. And we only see the pathway to great victory.
Great. Now, I see the numbers. You spoke about that she'll be running again
Yes,
in November.
yes.
Can you explain that to my audience? What does that mean?
Yes, well, this was the primary race, and in a judicial race where there is 3 or more, in that race. The race goes down to the top two that doesn't get, or one that doesn't get 50 plus one. So that means that if the two highest is 30 or 40%, that means those two will go into what is called the runoff in the general election. Well, tonight, Miss Tamar Hamilton came with, I want to say right now, about 35% of the race. So she is one of the top contenders out of the three.
Okay, so which means that she'll be running again in November.
She will be running in November.
Okay, so the fact that she'll be running in November, when do we start campaigning again for her?
Right now. Right now. It starts tonight. We don't stop. We continue because victory is ahead of us.
Amen to that. Listen, I am a Haitian American, and I campaigned for her in the Haitian community. In fact, she was on 2 or 3 radio stations. And I know a lot of Haitians went out and voted for Tamar Hamilton. Now, what would you like to say to those voters?
I would love to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you and thank you. But don't stop now. Let's continue to support Tamar Hamilton. Let's continue to vote for Tamar Hamilton because we're going to need you same ones that came out August. We need you to come out in October and November to make this race continue to happen. Because as I said, we're headed towards victory.
Amen. And victory shall be ours because we believe in the Almighty God.
God gives us to victory. He says he withhold no good thing from us. Those that walk upright before him. Tamar, and this campaign has been walking upright before the mighty move of God. And he holds nothing from us. Only victory, and the victory shall be ours.
Amen. Mr. Terry, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for coming on.
It has been a great pleasure.
RCC Radio Christian Connection. We're looking forward to hear more from you.
Thank you so much, and don't forget, we need your support in November. So come out and support Tamar Hamilton. And again, on behalf of Miss Tamar Hamilton, thank you, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Et c'est ça, et Madame CJ.
Yeah, and like he said, we don't stop. We continue to move forward. We continue to support her. And please, don't forget, we need you to go back to the polls in October and in November to get her onto that judge's seat in Broward County. And it is the 17th Circuit Court, Group 51. That's and right. We need her on there. So, we did a great job. Nous t'ai fait un bon travail. Nous coûtez Brother Jay, nous tendez Brother Jay. Yes. Brother Jay, dis-nous qui ça pour nous faire et nous allons nous faire.
C'est ça.
So, bon travail.
C'est ça. Nous avons une petite pause musicale tout petit. Et après ça, nous prenons le proverbe pour aujourd'hui. Et puis, Madame Sidi a conclu pour nous. Parce qu'à partir de 9h, nous avons bien Abner Clevo qui va le monter.
Avec Jésus, ma case est diable, sans bâton. L'éternel est mon berger, je ne manquerai de rien. Il me fait reposer dans de pâturages. Il me dirige près des eaux paisibles. Il reste à mon âme, Avec Jésus, ma classe est diable, sans bâton. Avec Jésus, ma classe est diable, sans bâton. difficulté, si Jésus t'a prié, la courir.
All right, Madam CJ, we have a good friend of ours, a co-worker, Akeem. I need you to, I'm going to give you the opportunity to read what he just wrote on here.
Well, Akeem and wife, congratulations on celebrating 19 years of marriage. And that was yesterday. So this morning, I'm sure you had a hard time waking up because I know you celebrated with a lot of cake and a lot of maybe water or wine. But I'm sure you had a hard time waking up this morning, but congratulations. And I pray that the Lord allow you guys to see many, many, many more wonderful years, many more years of experiences, many more years of loving each other and appreciating each other, just many more years of making memories with each other. May God bless you both.
That's right. And you know what? It's all about celebration.
Yes.
It's all about celebrating. Yes, which is great. Now, Madam CJ, before we give the proverbs of the day, now I need you to talk a little bit about Madam CJ's business.
Yes. So if you're listening to me for the first time, I just want to let you know, again, my name is Carmen Joseph, also known as Madam CJ. I'm a life insurance agent. I'm a Medicare agent. I specialize in fixed annuities, final expense policies, and mortgage protection plans. So if you're meeting me for the first time, it's a pleasure meeting you for the first time, but I hope that we are able to meet each other by calling me and purchasing a policy. And if you currently have a policy and you'd like for me to review it for you, I encourage you to do so. I don't charge for that.
Mes amis, bon m'interpréter. Madame interpréter, non? Mais les moun nan nou li pa charge pour un bagay ou obligé interpréter. Et Madame CJ qui ça le fait, li c'est yon agent assurance. Quel que soit policy assurance qu'on besoin qui pour avec la vie, life insurance, eh bien, même moun pour nous relé.
Yes.
Relé Madame CJ. OK? Li dit nous, si nous avons une police assurance tout, que nous avons combien d'années nous pas jamais même connaît qui ça la donne, nous pas jamais garder.
Oui.
L'a vini et l'a examiner pour nous, l'a garder pour nous, et pas charger nous rien pour le faire ça pour nous. Faut t'interpréter ça.
Yes.
Oui,
yes.
Ça c'est important.
Parce que il y a un pile monde là où je viens parler si yo mettre en bas matelas. Yo oublié net. C'est là on bagay qui passe yo dit "Oh mes amis, ba mal garder là, yo vinn garder mes amis pour l'assurance lan fini li expiré parce que yo te gagné yon term insurance." And ça important pile toujours dit nous chaque semaine l'en vini là gen 4 bagay pour nous connaître sur yon life insurance policy. Faut que nous connaît est-ce que li c'est yon whole life? Est-ce que li term? Est-ce que li level ou bien li graded? Semaine passée m'te ba nous tous les 4 définition yo, but level peut-être ou pas attendre tout le temps bon nous explication très vite parce que l'heure fini sous nous gen 4 minutes. Level c'est là où prend policy li gen on limit level limit. OK, li gen on limit. Graded vle di si ou achete policy après 1 an ou mouri famille n'a seulement joindre seulement ça ou te payé pour 1 an. Gen policy qui dit 2 ans, famille n'a seulement recevoir ça ou te payé dans 2 ans. Gen des policy ou fait 3 ans te payé ou yo seulement by famille 3 ans premium ou t'a payé pour 3 ans and that's it. C'est ça que fait le graded. En pile monde pas comme ça. Graded ça c'est m'tendel en pile yo dit moun nan mouri kon y a la m'penser m't'a joindre comme là yo dit yo seulement payé
Ça que
Ça me t'est payé.
pendant un an
Ça
ou bien
pa-
2 ans.
Exactement. Oh my goodness, ça son
Ça tue
bagay.
mon nan,
Oh
pile.
my goodness, ça son bagay li réellement li c'est li yon actualité
Mhm.
dans communauté a.
Mhm.
Et moi-même toujours dis non, I am the informational
Yes.
person that you need to call when it comes to life insurance. Parce que tout ça ou pas content de life insurance, Madame CJ a
À travers Madame CJ, wap konnen yo. Yes, wap konnen yo.
Et moi encourage nous après à soir. Si petit tout, si moun, s'il y a 4 ans, si wap planifier yon fête anniversaire pour lui-même, relève avant faire des dépenses comme ça.
Mhm.
Relève avant, s'il y a 3 ans, wap pas faire un gros fête, bel ballon, bel gâteau, loué côté, relève avant. S'il y a 7 ans, wap pas faire une belle fête pour lui, relève avant faire tout dépense ça yo.
Bon, 2 reste Madame CJ. Wap gen envoyer 2 ou bien ou seulement envoyer 2 pour aujourd'hui?
Yes.
Ou seulement 2 ou ba?
2 pour jeudi.
Ok, 2. So,
Level and graded, yes.
Level and graded. Okay, level and graded. Eh bien, merci Madame CJ.
Yes, thank you.
Listen, Madame CJ said level and graded. Et puis, il
Yes.
explique nous qui ça lié. Bon,
Yes.
c'est tellement après nommé Madame CJ. Bon, franchement, l'elle parle à fait chaud à bouli.
Yes.
Vous comprenez, c'est lève les miens.
Ou intelligent.
Il lève les miens. Bon, t'es intelligent, t'es pour me mandorer, mais.
Oh,
Ouais. Mais intelligent, hein, on voit.
même les mines moi t'es comme ça.
Bon, c'est ça, nous guillaume dans le parlant. Je connais dans créatif.
T'es ouvert.
Ouvert,
Ouvert, ok.
exactement.
Mine non t'es comme ça, mais
Mais en cœur, exactement. Faut ouais plus loin que maintenant.
Ah.
T'es ouais plus loin que maintenant.
Pasteur Guy là va pas le prêcher là.
Non.
Va prêcher.
On va prêcher.
OK.
Non, et faut que nous baille the proverb of the day. Madame CJ, here is the proverb of the day. Ma bali en créole.
OK.
Avant de monter bois, gardez si ou gardez descendre.
Oh.
Which
Wow.
means, en anglais, il dit, before climbing up a tree, make sure you can climb back down.
Wow.
What does this Haitian proverb means? What does it teaches us? It simply teaches us to think through before we act. Think through before we act. Quelque soit ça ou pral faire, fait certain que ou penser avant que ou agir.
Yes.
Make sure que ça ou pral faire ou pas seulement faire avec émotion, mais ou te chita, ou te analyser, ou te penser li avant que ou te faire li. C'est ça proverbe ça veut dire. Avant ou mander, avant ou monter bois, garder si ou ka descendre li. Before climbing up a tree, make sure you can climb back down. Madame
Wow.
CJ, you were showing me a text. I think Akeem.
Yes. That's a yes. I'm gonna respond to Akeem, but that proverb, you know what it tells me also?
Tell me.
You have to plan.
You have to plan. Exactly.
You have to plan.
You have to plan.
You have to
If
plan.
you want to celebrate and have a good celebration,
You
you
have
have to plan.
Yes, and
That's
if you're
right.
gonna go up on that tree,
You better plan
how you're gonna get down.
Get down.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead, Madam.
Very
CJ.
quickly, Akeem,
Yes.
great question. The question is, Madam CJ, what is the best policy for benefits for children should anything happen to the parents? There's a few benefits that you want on a child's policy. Number one, if the child is a minor, they have their own policy because once you die and they're on your policy, they're no longer covered. That's a very, very important. The child must have their own policy. Something happens to you and they were on your policy, they're no longer covered. And basically they're starting all over. So when the child has their own policy, they will continually be covered. That's number one. Number two, there is a policy that covers children that have their parents that deceased. And if they are in school, they continue paying for that child's education. That's number two. Number three, you want to make sure that the policy If you start the policy at the child's age where they are right now, it never increases. It doesn't matter when they get married, if they get pregnant, if they get sick or whatever it is, they continue to pay the same amount because they were captured at that time at that price, and there is no change. So that's another benefit on those types of plans. And those plans also, you want to make sure that it has a scholarship benefit attached to it, giving the child an opportunity to apply for scholarship. Because going to school in this country, even though when you hear that you get free ride, they're gonna pay off all your loans and all that stuff, the more scholarships you can apply for, you can never have enough of scholarships. Your child can never have enough scholarships to apply for. So those are some of the things that when you're looking into a child's policy, you want to make sure that it has those types of benefits. So Akeem, if you want to know more, you know my number. And of course, there you go.
638-3683. That's 954-638-3683.
And then one more thing. Imagine this child at 3 years old is sitting on a policy for $50,000, $75,000, and it's continually adding cash benefits. And then when they're 50 years old, it just continues adding cash benefits.
Yes.
That's what you call a life insurance policy for a child.
Amen to that, Madame CJ. Mesdames, Messieurs, c'est un plaisir pour me danser ensemble avec nous et pour nous être ensemble avec nous. Et Madame CJ et moi, et nous nous avons commencé show pour compte nous, ça t'a fait nous trisser en pile, mais lorsque nous Madame CJ vient accompagner nous, vous comprenez, qu'on est là comme vient content.
Vous dites pour venir là chaque mercredi.
Oui.
Vous te dites ça.
Et de temps en temps, Bamdo, sous garder de temps en temps m'a garder de nos côtés. So it was a pleasure being here, and next rendez-vous c'est pour dimanche à partir de 3h, et puis mercredi si Dieu veut, et après encore, et un petit temps avec Brother Jay et Madame CJ. Mes amis,
after about 30 minutes after you start.
Oui, exactement.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I know.
There's always that one client.
Yes,
always remember.
Exactly. And guys, just to oh my goodness, it's already 9:05, but don't forget the verse of the day. In this world you will have tribulation, but take heart. Jesus said, I have overcome the world. He has overcome the world. Because he overcame the world, you too shall overcome the world. And today was Ukraine's Independence Day, and they did celebrate today despite of what they're going through in this war between them and Russia, who attacked them on the 23rd of February of this year. And the word of the day was celebrate. And this positive word is happy, is a happy occasion and recognition of an accomplishment.
Yes.
Okay. So and the proverb of the day is avant ou monter bois, garder si ou garder sans lit. Before climbing up a tree, make sure you can climb back down. Think before you act.
Yes, have a plan.
Have a plan. Always have a plan.
That's right.
So, Madam CJ, I will let you conclude the program by telling the listeners, those that are watching us, to have a
plan, an insurance plan, a whole life plan. If you want a term, you can get that too. Until next time, have a great night. Akeem, have a wonderful night. Thank you for all your comments. You kept us you kept us company, and we appreciate you. Until next time.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
It was such a pleasure.